described at length. Grihastha ashrama should have purpose for progeny and to sustain dharma. And there are some couples who want to get married but not for progeny. Is that sanctioned in the Shastras? It's just maybe for companionship, or they just don't want to be left alone, lonely.
No, that's a very good point. There are couples who don't want to marry for progeny. They just want companionship. I would say when people are not looking for a classical grihastha life, they are also generally not people who are into a lot of what we call, they are not dreamers of a society believing that materialistic living is going to give them the happiness they want. Often I've seen people who are just looking for some companionship are loners at heart. Loners at heart. They are not ambitious people who are driven by agendas for just money goals, or power goals and so on. They want a spiritual life. They want a life which is deep, meaningful, where there is a charity, there is giving to the world, giving back to the world. So in other words, a life which is low key. Why? Because they don't want to take so much from the world and keep giving and keep taking and keep giving. They just want to be more and more givers, less and less consumers. And so the joys of parenting, the joys of a progeny, they are denying themselves. It's like two tapasvis coming together. A rishi, a rishika coming together, and living a life of sadhana, of tapas. And the desire itself shows that they have come to a point where their karmas are coming to a closure, And so nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. See, it is something like asking if I have devotion, then why does it matter that I should pray with the stipulations of a puja? So the rules are important. If you have a result as your agenda, but if you have growth as your agenda, then patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya priyachati. Bhagavan says, you give me patram, you give me pushpam, you give me flower, you give me akshata, give me anything is okay. Why? Because you are not praying for a result. You are praying for your growth. When your destination is inner growth, it's not looked upon as a classical karma phalam. I do this karma because I want to get a job, or I want to have that position. That's why I do this. No, I do this puja because it helps me chitta shuddhi. It helps self-purification. So I'm not looking for a tangible result. Then the equation, the purpose of the puja is different. I use the same puja with a different intention. The intention is growth. Same way, people come together in marriage not for the classical or what you call participation in the world, but for the spiritual path. And so in the spiritual path, if those agendas are not there, it is okay as long as your path is spiritual. But if people come together purely for sensual reasons, then there is definitely something distorted and convoluted there. So it can be, it is classically for a grahastha ashrama, or couples coming together to aid each other in spiritual growth. It is beautiful. It's a spiritual soulmate.